A very good evening to you. You are watching Prime TV News. Let's take a look at your headlines first. No Sri Lankans are infected with the coronavirus. Minister Bandula Gunawardena refers to an unfounded statement made by the opposition leader on oil prices. 3 suspects are arrested with 192 kilograms of heroin and 10 firearms. Central Bank reduces its policy interest rates by 50 points. And in headlines overseas, death toll rises as the virus spreads to every Chinese region. And now we move on to the news in detail. Samples of 10 people receiving treatment at the National Institute of Infectious Diseases confirmed they were not infected with coronavirus. Dr. Sudat Samaravira, Chief Epidemiologist of the Ministry of Health, states that only the Chinese woman has been confirmed to have the coronary virus. 18 suspected patients are being treated at the Angkor National Institute of Infectious Disease. Specialist Dr. Sudat Samaravira stated that the samples of 11 of them had been tested and it has been confirmed that other than the Chinese woman, the other 10 persons are not infected with coronavirus. Specialist Dr. Sudat Samaravira said that at present there are 18 patients at the hospital. Samples of 11 of them have been tested. Of these, only 1 had been confirmed to have contracted the coronavirus, while it has been confirmed that the other 10 have not contracted the virus. Steps have been taken to expand facilities at the Katunayake airport to identify those infected with the coronavirus. Sri Lankan students in China have arrived in the island in groups. More than 50 Sri Lankan students in Beijing returned to the country early this morning. One student said that she had gone to China to get an honorary degree. She had been there for 2.5 years. Considering the situation, she said she could come to Sri Lanka. By now, there is no big issue in Beijing. The coronavirus has spread to several areas, including Wuhan. She said she is now aware about her future. As such, she said the best thing that she should do at present was to return to the country. Because it is a virus, they have been advised to stay indoors. Even a medicine or a vaccine has not been found. It is not practical to stay indoors, heeding their advice. Another girl said that there was no major issue. She said that she returned to the island because the university was closed. Many foreign students left for their homes. We returned as we were told to go. Discussions are underway to get more Sri Lankan students in Wuhan, China. Sri Lanka has requested permission to land a plane in the area to get down the students, and talks in this respect are still underway. President's Additional Secretary on Foreign Relations, Admiral Jayanath Columbage, said that there the Wuhan city is still considered as a high danger zone. In that zone, there are 33 students and their families. A request has been made to land a Sri Lankan aircraft today or tomorrow to bring them back. But China has still not positively responded to them. Amidst these concerns, a request has been made to the Chinese government to look into these needs of the Sri Lankans in Wuhan and Hubei. Yesterday, some of the Sri Lankan students needed medical services, and the Sri Lankan diplomatic office took action to meet their requirements. Even food and paracetamol were provided to them. Parents of the Sri Lankan students in the Wuhan state handed over a memorandum to the United Nations office in Colombo today. The parents made a request to support the program mooted by the government of Sri Lanka to bring their children to Sri Lanka. These parents expressing views refer to the difficulties and shortcomings their children were facing. Some said that they were doing their best to get them back to Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, the National Institute of Fundamental Studies of Kandy states that it is ready to assist in the investigation on the coronavirus. A meeting was held in Panadura to educate those engaged in the tourism industry on the coronavirus. Hotel owners in Vadua, Panadura and Kalutara, as well as those engaged in the tourism industry, participated. The death toll as a result of those infected with the coronavirus has risen to 170 in China.
More than 7,700 people worldwide have contracted the virus, according to health reports. 1,737 cases of the virus were identified yesterday. Chinese experts say that the rate of spread of the virus will slow down in the next 10 days.
Minister Bandulu Gunawardena expressed his views regarding the unfounded statement made by the opposition leader regarding oil prices in the world market. He expressed these views at a news conference held at the Government Information Department today. The price of a litre of petrol increased by 9 rupees in the month of December, while the price of Lanka diesel increased by 12 rupees. Minister Bandulu Gunawardena said that the price of super diesel also rose by 5 rupees in that month. Although the fuel price in the world market declined by a certain amount in January, the price of a barrel of crude oil now exceeds $62. The minister emphasized that a barrel of crude oil is not $57.9 as pointed out by the opposition leader. 3 suspects have been arrested with 192 kilograms of heroin, 10 pistols and 10 magazines. There are 2 women among the 3 arrested suspects. According to the police, 2 suspects were initially arrested with 15 kilograms of heroin this morning when their vehicle was searched at the Bandaragama exit of the Southern Expressway. Upon further questioning, the suspects led the police to a house in the Bandaragama Police Division where the officers recovered another 177 kilograms of heroin, 10 pistols and 10 magazines. Further investigations are being carried out under the directions of the Western Province North DIG. A suspect who is reported to have maintained ties with the former leader of the National Tawheed Jamaat organization, Mohammad Zahran, was further remanded until the 6th of next month.
The order was issued by the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court. The suspect, Abusali Abubakar, has been taken into custody by the Criminal Investigations Department. The CID informed the court that the suspect had assisted and supported terrorist activities. The Colombo Fort Magistrates Court has ordered to remind the Attorney General about an incident in which a sum of $2,104 million had been looted from a well-known bank through a cyber attack through computer data. Its suspects, including Shalila Munasinghe, the former chairman of the Litrogas company, appeared in court today. Janakana Munige, the account holder of the bank, was also ordered to make a statement to the CID. Former chairman of the Akurase Pradeshya Sabha, Sarwali Anige, filed an appeals petition in the Court of Appeal. He filed this petition against the 15-year rigorous imprisonment sentence handed over to him by the Colombo High Court. He was sentenced to 15 years of rigorous imprisonment for raping the girl of a married couple who worked under him.
Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit, launched construction work on a house for the family that had lost their mother following the Easter Sunday terrorist attack. The work was launched in the Mahahunupitiya area in Nigambo.
Chandi Rasika, the mother of this family, was killed in the terrorist attack unleashed at the Katua Pitya Church. Several institutions have expressed willingness to build the house on behalf of this family. The district branch of the Sri Lanka Scouts Association has taken the lead in this task. They include the World Scout Movement, Lake House and British philanthropists. Speaking on the occasion, Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that every effort should be made to lead a spiritual life. If not, he said, that we would lose our respect and also our supremacy.
The Saubhagya National Program on Harvesting and Cultivation was launched today. The ceremony, known as the Harvest Festival, was held at the Divela paddy fields in Kegal. It was chaired by Minister Chamal Rajpaksha. Parallel to this, the cultivation of fallow lands was also launched.
The cultivation of fallow paddy lands is one of the main projects of the country to build a fertile land. The cultivation of fallow lands ceremonially commenced amidst the blessings of the Mahasangha. The project commenced with the cultivation of the Divela paddy field in Kegal, which had been in ruins for 15 years. The Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Rural Development and the Department of Agrarian Services intervened in this regard. Minister Chamal Rajapaksa handed over the heritage of cultivation of fallow lands to the modern generation. Subsequently, all joined together to cultivate paddy. The minister commenced the cultivation of a bee tree, which has been used as a pesticide since ancient times. The harvesting of paddy lands in the country commenced today. The media sponsor of the Crop Saubhagya National Festival is the Independent Television Network.
7.5 million rupees has been donated for the improvement of the bone marrow transplantation unit at the Apeksha Hospital in Maharagama.
Professor Abe Ratnabanda has been appointed as the new chairman of Sri Lanka Standards Institution. The Minister Bandula Gunawardena and the Secretary to the Ministry of Higher Education, Anuradha Dissanayake, joined in the occasion. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said that the Sri Lanka Standards Institution should take steps to provide high-quality products to the public, along with the Consumer Affairs Authority. Meanwhile, Rohanadeva Pereira assumed duties as chairman of the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. In addition, the board of directors also assumed office today. Members of the Mahasangha, including the Venerable Muruttattuwe Ananda Thera, showered blessings on them. Mass Media Secretary Chulananda Pereira was among those present.
And now we head on to the business segment.
The Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka has decided to relax the monetary policies and reduce policy interest rates, aiming to boost economic growth and stabilize inflation at mid-single-digit level. The decision was taken by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank, said in its monetary policy review yesterday. It has been decided to reduce the standing deposit facility rate and the standing lending facility rate by 50 basis points to 6.50% and 7.50% respectively. Statutory reserve ratio remains unchanged at 5%.
The cost of funds faced by financial institutions, thereby allowing them to pass the benefit of reduced cost of funds to the economy. The board took into consideration several macroeconomic developments in making this decision. On the inflation front, the recent acceleration of inflation, particularly at the national level, has been a concern. However, there were several factors to suggest that this acceleration in inflation is going to be short-lived. This acceleration was caused by food inflation rather than any overheating of the economy. Domestic supply conditions are already gradually improving. Economic growth in 2019 is likely to be around 2.6%. There has been a notable improvement in business confidence caused by political stability and targeted measures taken by authorities to boost demand. With these developments, growth is likely to start going up and will exceed, we predict, exceed 4% in 2020.
And that's all the news we have for you tonight. For more information, you can log on to www.itnnews.lk. I'm Umayangi Vijay Surya signing off for Prime TV News. Good night.